Hi Libra, welcome to your Magic Door reading for December 2018. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. One more. Okay, two more. King of Pentacles. Stable, steady, secure, could be a person. This, for me, the purposes for this is the overall tone of the reading. So this could be the situation is intact or secure. It might even be based on longevity. Sitting in a position of, it's like the opposite of the page. You know how the page is just starting out and learning? This is somebody who's established, has firm control, self-discipline, willpower, sitting in a place of security and control. So this would suggest, if we're looking at the relationship or just the overall tone, things are, from the outside at least, relatively secure. Somebody feels secure, or just the relationship is secure. We've got Four of Swords, Four of Wands. The Moon could be Pisces or Cancer. Eight of Wands. Magician. The World. Oopsie. And Eight of Pentacles. All right. You see how it kind of looks like a door, and this is the knob, or this is the key going in. Okay, all right. If you look in the description box, you'll understand. Okay, hold on a minute. I'm going to clarify a little bit more here. I'm going to give four more cards here. So hold on a minute. Worth noting, we have 2 8s and 2 4s, so I will be looking at that. Queen of Wands, 2 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. All right, so what I say, 2 8s and 2 4s. Let me look. 2 8s and 2 4s. 2 4s is insomnia, 2 8s is new knowledge. So maybe there's been a recent discovery. It's keeping somebody up at night. Could be that. Okay. All right, so I think you're giving this reconnection idea space. I think you're wanting to take time to see what happens. I think you're wanting to get away and just you and this person get away with each other. Time for healing, time for you two actually connecting and maybe shutting out the rest of the world. This reconnection, because maybe you feel like you've been going, or you've just been so actively out there working towards something, being so involved that nothing has really come to fruition yet. And you're like, okay, we need a break. We need to just kind of pull back and commune with each other. And there's going to be some ors and could be's and maybes because this is general reading. This could be that you have put it out there what you would like, and somebody is, I get the sense that somebody might be like, okay, well, I'll deal with that later. I'm really involved in this. And so you have put it out there what you want, and now you're pulling back because you've let it be known what you desire to the other person. And they might be too busy to get back to you, but really, in reality, I feel like they're trying to keep themselves busy so as not to be distracted or to get bogged down, because maybe there is that insomnia from that new knowledge or whatnot. Maybe they don't know what to do. Maybe they're at the crossroads. Maybe they need to make a decision. This could be you wanting to pull back from this person to make a decision about this reconnection. There needs to be a recommitment or forward movement with the both of you. It's going to take a concerted effort on both of your parts if you do want this reconnection, a reestablishing of a connection with this relationship or this separation. It's going to take both of you involved. There could be a Pisces or Cancer involved. Like I said, it could also be that things are kind of murky. Nobody knows what's going to happen here. You put it out there. You feel like either you or the other person needs to make a decision, but things are kind of in a resting state. there's been this withdrawal or just kind of like, okay, let's just take a break and see. So maybe this is about a separation, not so much a breakup. It's a break, not a breakup. There needs to be conversation and talking, and there does need to be effort on either your part or your partner's part. Both of you might be waiting each other out to see who's going to make the effort. If you do reconnect, if you do make the effort, or if you are of the mind that, yes, I do want this, because it feels like you're in a position of wanting to make a choice right here. Not so much, like both of you are kind of waiting to see who's going to make the effort, Libra. You're going to have to obviously figure out how to make that work. This is figuring out a way to take control for forward movement, to manifest what's going on, to bring things back into alignment, stable, steady, secure, and to do the right thing, and to where it's reciprocal, and both of you are giving, both of you are participating, both of you are receiving. So this is all about both of you. Sometimes it's like, okay, someone's sitting back while someone's making the effort. So far, this is about both of you making an agreement and a concerted effort to re-engage or recommit to each other, but things are really kind of confused and murky right now. It's not clear. Maybe both of you are waiting for the other one to make the move. And this would say that it's kind of up in the air. I think you're in the passive position. You put it out there and you're like, okay, I need to make a decision. But I think the other person is feeling the same way also, that they're waiting for, they're being passive also. They're kind of waiting to see what you're going to do. There needs to be conversation and effort made if this is going to work out. Otherwise, it could be that it's just, all right, it's done. If nobody's going to make this effort, then it's going to be done. They are, what you need to know, maybe they haven't conveyed this to you, but they are willing to work on it. Maybe they're working by themselves on something, or maybe you just don't know. Maybe there's just been this separation and they're by themselves, and what you don't know is that they're actually going to therapy, they're talking to friends about it, they're working on it. Maybe they've turned inward and they're just keeping themselves busy, but they are thinking about it a great deal, and they are trying to come up with a way to make this work. They just haven't voiced that to you, but they are willing to work on it if you are. They are willing to work on themselves if you are receptive to this relationship working out. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not like, well, okay, if we get back together, I'll go to therapy. I mean, for some of you, that could be what's going on, but it seems like whether you get back together or not, or decide to reconnect, reinvigorate the relationship, someone is willing to work on it regardless. So if it's still staying in limbo, this person might be still pursuing therapy, counseling, talking to friends about what's going on, getting other people's opinions, trying to suss this out and work this out themselves. So either way, this person is wanting to figure it out, to work on it. Could be because they think there's been an ending and they just don't want to go through this again, but they're wanting to do their due diligence here. So if you've got reservations about reaching out or talking or whatever, just know that they are willing to work on it. They do want to do the right thing. They are interested, as you are, in a stable, connected, happy home, longevity, that sort of thing. Basically this. All right. Let's see what else for you, Libra. This, just so you know, that this right here, this confusion, this could be Pisces or Cancer, but this confusion or any kind of just emotional weighing down a situation can be alleviated by talking, okay? Can be by action behind the talk, by talking about it and taking action to move towards what you both want. You're just going to have to talk to figure out how. It's going to take movement on both of your parts. I feel like both of you are kind of wanting the other person to initiate, and then the other one will engage. Just so you know. But, I mean, that's sort of like a green light, right? Libra. balance, creating harmony through balance. Yep, another 4. Yeah, this is equal engagement. That, you know, I mean, it's kind of you all over this, Libra, because it's talking about the balance and the reciprocity, which is kind of your wheelhouse, the whole balancing the scales thing. But this situation would call for that commitment and reinvestment on both parts. Both of you making the effort and it being reciprocal and fluid. Libra. Being the captor or the captive. Are you releasing and letting go, or are you the one that still feels trapped? It's about perspective. It's about the feeling, maybe you're feeling imprisoned or you feel held captive, and the fear of that is greater than what the reality is. It's just a shift in perspective. This would suggest that you're starting to realize that, or the other person is starting to realize that. The light's dawning in the background, and we do have movement here in the scene. It's not just like the door's open, but everybody's staying still. This would suggest forward movement and progress and things being illuminated. If, you know, the 8 of Wands here, if you talk, if you two begin to communicate, begin to move forward to a desired mutual goal. I've had 2 cups of coffee, so I'm trying to make sure. Normally I just let it fly, right? I'm just all over the place, but I'm trying to not talk too quickly, or just because I'm trying to tamp down the effects of the caffeine. I shouldn't have done that. I should have just stuck to my 1 cup of coffee, but I got this new creamer that I really like. Okay, all right, back to the reading. Focus. Okay. Libra. Oh, medicine woman. You are a channel for divine healing power. Here's the thing. When I was doing this reading, and I didn't say it because I just thought, oh, it's just, you know, one of those little side thoughts, whatever. I think you're the stabilizing force in the relationship. I think you're the one, there's a sense of you being the one that is kind of the stable, the one that provides the stability and the security, kind of the one that is the voice of reason, or at least what makes the most sense in the relationship. And the other person kind of relies on you for that. So I think there might be a little bit of you feeling tired or kind of exhausted, like the other person needs to pick up the slack, or at least appreciate that that is your role in the relationship. Because if there's not an acknowledgement or appreciation for that, it seems like for this situation, you're going to start to get worn out, because it's really easy to take, like, if, okay, well, that's their decision to make. You know, this person in the relationship, they make all these decisions about, you know, money or social plans or whatever. But then it's like maybe there's this over reliance on this person for that, and then somebody else just wants to go and do their own thing. Do you know what I mean? So this to me is about how somebody in the relationship, maybe you, Libra, might be feeling taken for granted a little bit, because your role in the relationship might be overexhausted at this point. You are an incredible source of stability and just comfort and staying the course in the relationship, and that might have been kind of overlooked or at least exhausted, and you might be feeling like, hey, we need to balance this situation out. Like, this involves, but you can't leave everything at my feet here. Just saying. Because that's kind of your wheelhouse to keep everything on track, but not if it's going to be exhausted. Do you know what I mean? All right. Okay, Libra, that is what I have for you. I hope this works out for you, and there is that reconnection. This is right here that I don't think I touched on this too much, but honestly, it could go either way, couldn't it? Because this is about movement and talking and things happening quickly, either for an ending, or it could be a great achievement. It could be like, okay, well, what we had, we can't do anymore. We've got to have this new beginning now. That's over. But through talking and understanding, we can recreate what we do want. We can get that stability and that connection back. So you have a possible ending here, or something symbolizing like a great adventure about to start, like a great achievement. We just have to figure out how to get it back. Just saying. Okay. All right. Now I'm shutting up. Thank you for stopping by. I hope this works out for you. And I hope to see you in the next reading. Take care.